Thank you for being here on the Ed Schultz Radio Show. 1-877-934-6833. What I would have liked to have heard last night, Republican or Democrat. The Progressive Caucus, the co-chair of the House Progressive Caucus, Keith Ellison, will be here a little bit later on today. Members of the Congress are going to be hitting the road in June and July to focus the debate where it needs to be, and that's on job creation. And I'll give you an example. I'm tired of the generic talk. I'm going to give you some examples. And I can only speak from my own experience because I think that's the most credible way to get to the point that I'm trying to make because I'm living this. I will use our small construction company as an example. And no, I'm not doing this to try to get phone calls and get more jobs. We've got plenty of work. We do. We're very fortunate. We got 4 crews out working. We're upwards of 20-plus employees, and we've grown from 6 employees to where we are right now. We've bid on a lot of stuff. We've done a lot of stuff. But I want to tell you what I think could be done to help the risk takers, and I am just that, get back into the market with the cash that could be there if government would give the little guy a break. Now, if you're a business owner and you have to meet payroll, you may be able to relate to what I'm saying. Now, where we do business in the state of North Dakota, there's a thing called North Dakota Job Service, and that, of course, deals with unemployment. If you're a startup business, you have to pay 10% of your payroll, no matter what that is, for the first 2 years because the failure rate is high. 10%. 10%. If you could get 10% on a CD, would you invest? You're damn right you would. If you could get a guaranteed 10% on an investment in the stock market, would you do it? Oh, hell yeah, you would. There isn't anybody out there right now that would pass up 10%. And I'm trying to give you a visual, if you can imagine the severity of what 10% is to a business owner who is starting up. So we went through the startup costs of having to pay 10% of our salary to the state, North Dakota Job Service, for the first 2 years. Why? Because somebody else failed? Wait a minute. I'm in this for the long haul. I have the capability to write the check. I'm not going to fail. Why are you sticking it to me? I don't plan on laying anybody off. I plan on making it. So the mindset by the Republicans is negative off the top. Am I picking on the old state? Yes, I am, because it's controlled by the Republicans in the House and the Senate. Now, after 2 years, if you're still in business, that now drops down to 2%. I still think that's too high. Why isn't it 1%? Why isn't it attached to the amount of loans that I've got out against the company and the kind of risk that I'm taking? Why isn't it some formula that's set up that proves that I'm serious about being successful, I can be successful, and I shouldn't have to pay this extra money to the state because they claim that they need a fund? That's BS. I wish I could swear right now. This is the kind of stuff that I want to hear from people who know how to make payroll, who know what this is all about. This is financial rape, in my opinion. Now, 10% for the first 2 years? Okay, so we weather the storm. And you know how often we had guys on unemployment? I don't know the exact figure, but I can tell you, I was told it's far less than other companies. Well, where's my rebate? Do you know how much money that is? It's into the thousands. If I were to get a rebate back, I'd reinvest that money. Where's the conditional reinvestment clause that could be for small business? See, nobody's thinking. This is the kind of stuff that I want to hear in a debate. And yes, you can get it out in 60 seconds if you know what the hell you're talking about. Now, the feds could help out in this situation. Workforce safety. That's 11%. That's for injured employees. So now you take our payroll of what we've done over the last 5 years. Hell, I've paid 11% on that because there's a theory that some of these construction workers are going to get hurt and they've got to have a fund in there to take care of these folks. Wait a minute. What if I go a certain amount of time and employees don't get hurt? Where's my rebate back? Where's the little guy? You mean to tell me that we're going to give subsidies to oil companies, but I'm the guy that's got to pay 11% because they think some of my employees are going to get hurt? Again, I wish I could swear. That's boo! So these are the kinds of things that, and I hear these Republican talking heads out there, we've got to get rid of the regulations. And that's it. That's what they stop right there. You get some folks behind a microphone that think that they could throw out the bullet points of the Heritage Foundation. Well, it's the regulations. Well, give me an example. I'm giving you an example. I'm telling you what the percentages are. I'm telling you what the money is. I'm coming up with a solution to keep me in the market as a risk taker. Come on, Republicans. Where are you for the little guy? Come on, Republicans. I'm trying to do business. And I know I speak for millions of Americans out there who feel like they are being gamed by this system. And yet I sit here in the news business and I watch, the Congress has voted to continue to give subsidies to the record-breaking the record-breaking profits of the oil industry. What do I get? I don't get squat. Where's my break? Where's my subsidy? I don't get squat. You know what I get? I get tight credit. I get every bank sniffing my shorts. I get a 10%, then I get an 11%. Tell me why I want to do this. And I know I speak for millions of small business owners across the country. This is what, and they say that this is Obama's fault? Oh, no. No. This isn't President Obama's fault. This is the Republican Party and the way they have refused to go to bat for those out there who are willing to get into the market and do something with their capital. And I didn't hear it from Romney. I didn't hear it from Pawlenty. Well, look at their job record. They didn't create squat when they were governor, and they all are blaming President Obama on job creation. How many jobs has Michelle Bachmann created? How about Newt? How many jobs has he created? What do these people know about making payroll? You know how most of them make their money? They go out and beg for it from rich donors, and they set up some think tank, and that's how they survive. But when it comes to checks and balances and services rendered,